In every single one of us, there is something that we love, and in today's video, I'm going to touch on that very point. So let's jump into it now. Hey, what is up, everyone? I realized as I did my beginning thing, I went down like this and just did some weird stuff. But if this is the first time that you are here, my name is Zachary Ward. I am the founder and creator of Project Passion Productions. Consider subscribing to my channel right now if you are looking to help grow your small business and learning some tips and tricks along the way. So go hit that subscribe button right now and don't waste any time. But before I wait too long, let's jump into the actual video. Alright, so I'm about to ask you all a question. I want you to go down in the comments right now and let me know what you thought about it. So I'm going to get my book and I'm going to read it for you because I don't want to botch it. Here we go. Should we have to learn to love, or did we just have to realize we loved the whole time? Boom! Now go down in those comments right now for me. I will wait here for you until you answer it. So time is of the essence. Come on, go down there and comment right now and let me know what your answer to that question is. Think about it, ponder it for a second, and then go and answer. Okay, by this time, hopefully you've already answered that question. It is a big one, and again, today's video is very meaty, and you may be kind of asking yourself, what's the point of it? But I really ask that you would stick with me the whole time because it's really going to make sense when you finish the whole video and it all is completed together. And so I'm going to give you a few examples about things that I personally love and kind of why I'm not sitting there making excuses and I'm fighting for them. And so one of the first things, and it's so easy, is in tying in with that question about learning to love, is that even necessary, is being a Christ follower. Okay, so I'm a Christ follower. I didn't learn to love God. I'm learning how to love God, right? Okay, that's kind of the process of it. I didn't have to learn to love God. It's well, God, I don't like this about you. I like this about you. It's kind of I'll learn to love God, then it'll work. Heck no, that's not how that works. So I've had to take that question and think about it and be I'm learning to love God each day. I'm learning how to love God. I need to rephrase that. I'm learning how to love God each day. Did I have to learn to love this business? That's not how this works at all. I came from basically not knowing what I wanted to do to knowing what I do, and I love doing what I'm doing right now with my business and everything. I love it. I didn't have to learn to love it. I just love it. It's just a part of me. It's who I am. And so there's another one that says, no, you don't have to learn to love. And here's a real world one for you, because this would really throw you. Significant other, whoever it is, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, blah, 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 you get the point. Everyone says that you can learn to love someone. And I'm I just sometimes want to run into a brick wall when I hear that, because it doesn't make sense to me personally. And maybe it does to you. I'm sorry if that doesn't really convey the way that you wanted it to, but personally, I just am standing where I am, saying I don't think you have to learn to love someone. If someone walks in the room, girl walks into the room, and I see her, and I get to know her, and I'm I love this person. Okay, so with that person, did you just realize that you love them? That's probably exactly what you realized. You realized over time, wait a second, I didn't have to learn to love them. I just loved them the whole time. I figured it out now. And so that's kind of what I want to, those are kind of some interesting ones to go for. But the truth is, I don't think you need to learn to love something. If you hate doing the job that you're doing and you have that love for something else that you want to go for, but you're well, I can learn to love this, then I'm sitting here telling you right now that I don't think that is the right way to go. Because then you're just kind of saying, well, I don't really care to go after that one thing that might be just kind of a little bit scary, but I'll stick with this because maybe I can learn to love it. It's like someone who walks up to me and's well, Zach, what is something I'm totally not interested in? Screamo music. Someone walks up to me and's well, Zach, I think you can learn to love screamo music if you just give it some a good shot and everything, and whatever they want to say about that. I'm no, you can't. I can't learn to love something I do not love. It doesn't work. That doesn't work in my head at all, at least for me personally. And so keep sticking with me for the rest of this video. I have some other points that I want to hit, so let's jump into them now. Okay, so first point, I can't is not an option. So if you are here and you love something bad enough, guess what you're gonna do? You're never gonna say I can't. There's not gonna be excuses about it. You're going to go after it. You're gonna push for it. You're gonna give it like a maximum effort of 1,000,000%, right? Shake your head right, because that's it. If you're in that same situation, I can't is not an option. If you love something bad enough, if your small business that you're going after, you love it, then guess what? You're not going to say I can't. It's not going to be a part of your vocabulary. Can will be a part of your vocabulary. And so there you go. That's point one. One of the things I want to touch on is if you want to grow your small business, then making excuses is only going to make you either fall behind or ultimately your business is going to flop and fail and not go anywhere. And so one of those things, I think I've been really close to falling behind too much because I made excuses and stuff with my business thinking I couldn't do something and kind of hesitating to do things. And I fell behind. I've honestly fallen behind a little bit, but now, you know, a little bit more time goes by and I'm learning and growing and hearing that point from myself, I'm like, wait a second. No more excuses, Zach, or else this is gonna get worse. And so I'm like, I'm not gonna make excuses for it. You know what? Sometimes there's opportunities that rise up and I'm like, I'm not just gonna sit here and make excuses why I can't do it. I'm just gonna try and go for it and see what path the Lord is taking me through this. And so if you're a small business and you actually want to see your business grow, then I suggest that you stop making excuses right now where you are and start literally go for it. Do something about it, like change. Maybe you haven't started your small business right now and you're thinking about it. There's some previous videos that you should go watch. They will be down below in the description, but also some will be popping up here and you can watch those as well. Look, I'll touch on this point 1,000,000 times before I'm dead probably, is the fact that you have to start in order to grow. You're never gonna grow if you don't start. And so if you want to grow and you haven't started, then I don't know what you're expecting. So if you're at a point right now where you're like, I don't know if I should start, go watch those videos before, but then come back to this and finish the rest of this. But now if you are here and you have started one, maybe you're just like me and you're barely starting and you're kind of still on the edge about things and you're not sure if this is really what you love. Here goes the ease of mind here. Guess what? These are hardships you're going through right now. I'm going through them right now with my business. That's why I know. And so I can encourage you in this knowing that, hey, we're going to go through this together. That's the whole point of this channel, is going through this stuff together, helping you grow, learning things from each other. And so let's do that. All right, and something that I really have to touch on is it's from 1 Timothy 6:12, and it's fight the good fight of faith. And with this whole thing, if we love something and we're done making excuses, but now we have to fight the good fight. And so I think that kind of just spans beyond our little minds a little bit more than we think. Fighting the good fight of faith, first and foremost as a Christ follower, fighting the good fight of faith, but also wherever the Lord is leading us, fighting the good fight. You know what? It's gonna get hard. As I've said 1,000,000 times, it's already hard for me, like just all the things that are going through my head. I'm like, oh, can I do this? Like, you have to fight the good fight. You have to keep going. You can't just lay down and say, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. But if we're unwilling to fight for this thing that we love, then what are we doing? Like, what's the point? So I'll go back to my examples earlier. As a Christ follower, I love God so much. But if I'm unwilling to, and I'm not meaning like actually fight like that for it, but if I'm unwilling to just pursue God fully and live for Him fully and give everything I have, you know, fighting that good fight, then I must not love Him enough. And with that, there's that one. And with my business, if I am unwilling to pursue it and fight for it and just give it everything I have, putting God in front first though, that's why you said that one first, putting God in front, but then pursuing this fully and giving it everything I have, then do I really love it? Wherever you are, be encouraged, but don't stop fighting. Don't say I can't. Love the thing. Love Christ first. First and foremost, love Christ above everything else. Second, whatever he's leading you to do, love that, but by putting him first. But do it with everything you've got. And then whatever other real world situations that you find yourself in, whether that is with marriage or whether that's with just some of the other little miscellaneous things that aren't coming to my head at the moment, love God first in those and pursue them fully. Give them everything you have. Don't give up on them. It's a universal thing, but all of them tie in with the one thing that I will finish this off with it. That's loving God first, putting him first. And if you don't do that, then I don't know, it's not going to be fun. And so for me personally, the growth of this business depends on me trusting Christ fully. And so that's where I am following and walking. And so that's where I'll leave you today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and make sure to also go down in those comments and answer some of those questions that I had. And also you can go check out some other ways you can support me down in the description. But don't forget to sub to my channel. Looking to grow this channel, so let's help each other do that.